So since we've completed the rewrite of the engine, we've all been looking for different ways to jump headfirst into kind of designing Elysian Shadows. And one thing that I think we've desperately needed to do is define a starting point.
When Freedom joined the team, we were actually able to begin constructing levels. We decided that we wanted our first level to be a cave because, unlike plains or a swamp, a cave has a very defined set of entrances and borders that allows us programmers to experiment with the battle system and allows the artist to focus on a single tile sheet. So, without further ado, let's take a trip to Sweden and have a look at the more artistic side of Elysian Shadows.
Hello everybody, my name is Pritam and I'm the new pixel and concept artist for Elysian Shadows. Let's take a look at what I'm working on.
Well, as you can see, Pritam is a very talented pixel artist, and we're lucky to have him on the Elysian Shadows team as head of the art department. So, let's take a look at some of his pixel art in the cave tile set.
Hello, this is Pritam speaking. The past months I've been working on a tile sheet for cave areas. At the beginning I mostly drew just rocks laying around. They tiled perfectly and were easy to use, but didn't give enough depth to the scenery. It also didn't give it a cave feeling. It just looked like rubble laying around in piles. I've tried a lot of different techniques to get a user-friendly tile layout, enough colors and depth and good level of detail. One day I decided to look at the tile of the caves in Final Fantasy VI to get an understanding what makes it so great. I found that they were using a wide range of colors, about 7 or 8, and I was using about 4 or 5 at the beginning, which wasn't enough. And they were not using any outlining of the rocks, just shadows that float together very nicely, which also makes it look very realistic. What I want to bring to the cave areas in Elysian Shadows is a mysterious look with strange glowing plants, lava, water and darkness.
So since Falca's been working on physics and lower level things and finishing up the framework, I've had to find other ways to contribute to the team.
Alrighty, so we're going to be checking up on the portion of the dev team with actual talent.
Hey, this is Ars, and I'm working on...
So what's up, Kendall?
See what you did there?
What are you up to?
I'm working on the grub, which is the first enemy that I've ever created for Elysian Shadows.
Which is also the first enemy we've ever had in Elysian Shadows.
And this is the grub sprite sheet. And as you can see, it's not complete yet. These rows are going to be filled in with forwards and backwards facing attack frames, and over here is going to be all four of the directions, the death frames.
Oh.
And so the reason that it's forwards, backwards, right, left is because this is the way that the engine loads the sprite sheet. And this is a relatively small sprite sheet. It's only 256 by 256, but that's just because the grub only has one attack.
Yeah, we're thinking 512 by 512 will be the norm.
For most of them, yeah. Most of them will have more attacks. But
You got any animations done?
yeah, we can look at some animations. Okay, so this is the...
He's so cute.
So this is the forward-facing walking animation, because that's all I have done yet for the for the forward-facing ones.
You wouldn't even want to kill him.
And yeah, we'll wait till you see this one. Here is the right-facing attack animation. Yeah, he's bloodthirsty.
He's vicious. So yeah, you guys will get to kill some of these in Elysian Shadows.
This is the grub.
Thank you.
Yep. So the grub was my idea for the first enemy in Elysian Shadows, kind of like the Dragon Quest slime or the Atelier Iris Puni. In concept, I envisioned the grub as this cute little innocent creature that had a surprising taste for flesh. The hardest part of pixeling the grub, I think, was deciding how many colors to use in the shading, and also trying to fit a full attack animation in just 8 frames can be pretty tough. But fortunately, I had the help of Freedom, our main artist, who really showed me the ins and outs of pixel art, and also helped me get acquainted with Photoshop.
Let's take a look at the sprites I've been working on. First, we have Alfred to the left, a character I created for cave areas. Something special about his run animation is that he runs on all 4 and requires some Lua in order to do that. I made a simple program in Blitz Basic to test this animation until we can have him running in the engine. And to the right we have a character created for my resume applying to work on Elysian Shadows. I decided to go with a classical RPG character style because using that will benefit us making their facial expressions visible, which can be very useful to create different feelings, and that will be very useful in cutscenes.